Hey guys, welcome back once again to Neverwinter Nights. This time we're starting Chapter 2. This is actually the second time I'm starting Chapter 2. The first time it was kind of boring. I didn't know where I was going. Chapter 2 is much bigger than Chapter 1, so I had to, I've been playing around getting a lay of the land first. So let's go ahead and get started on the story. I know you can't see my cursor, which I really wish you could see the cursor, but you know, whatever. Ah, you have awakened. I feel privileged to finally meet you, the hero of Neverwinter, here before me. I'm getting ahead of myself, you must excuse me. I'm just so excited to meet you. Welcome to Port Last. I trust you had a safe journey from Neverwinter? My name is Lorana, and Lady Erebeth has given me the honor of greeting you upon your arrival. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, young lady. Let me say again how much I look up to you. We've all heard the heroic deeds you performed in Neverwinter, and how you saved so many lives from that terrible plague. I know that you must be anxious to speak with Lady Erebeth and begin the search for the cult. She is anxious to speak with you too. You can find Lady Erebeth and her associate, Aaron Gend, in the next room, near the exit of this building. Please go and see her right away. I wish you well on your quest to find the source of that horrible plague. I am sure that you will succeed and prove to be a hero once again. Goodbye. And we never speak with her ever again. Now, I did open both chests. All they had in them was just a little short bow. So.
Please listen. I have some very important information for you.
Oh, okay then. Bring it on.
It is good to see you here in Port Last, my friend. If we are to have any luck in tracking down this strange cult behind the plague, it will be with your aid, I am sure.
Continue.
I do not know how much you have been told about Lord Nash's orders. I shall help you understand whatever I can, certainly.
I like saying continue, like you know, games when in Neverwinter here, when they go when they have the word continue, I always get the feeling that like your guy is just so mighty and important. He's like, continue. It's awesome. So what exactly are Lord Nasher's orders?
You know, of course, that Dester and Fenwick were associated with some manner of religious cult that was behind the Wailing Death in the city.
Continue.
We know so little about this cult, and it would be foolish in the extreme to suppose that simply because their activities in Neverwinter have been stopped, that they have been defeated.
Yep.
Lord Nasher commands that we track down the headquarters of this cult and discover their plans and stop them before another atrocity is committed.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about like D&D. Like you got all these mad cults running around. See, in the real world, all these mad cults are just crazy. They really can't do anything to the population at large. Their crazy is contained by their lack of power. But in D&D, you get these cults and they can end the world. That's just crazy.
Aaron Gend, Lord Nash's spy master, is here in Port Last to help us do this, and has brought reports of many strange activities throughout the Northern Lands.
Ooh, strange activities.
It is possible that agents of the cult may be behind some of these activities. If so, we may be able to find them and discover where their base is located. Your aid in this will prove invaluable.
If by invaluable you mean I'm going to do all the hard work, then yeah. Now, I'm not going to actually talk to her anymore right now.
I wish you luck.
Because she actually has a henchman quest associated with her. You can't take her with you like you could, say, Linu or not him, he's not a henchman, or Sharwin or Grimnaw or any of those. They have henchman quests associated with them like they did in the previous chapter, although you do have to be level 10 to start these quests. I'm only level 8. So we're going to Body Knock K. Glinkle. Anyway, I'm going to pick my... See, who would be the best one to take, though? That's the stickler. I could go with Tomy, since he can basically unlock everything. Linu can heal. Dalen just slices things. Grimnaw punches things to death. Not taking Body Knock. Body Knock is useless. Leaning. To me, it's always down to one of these three: Dalen, Tomy, or Linu. And even then, it's really only down to Tomy and Linu.
Well, now, if it isn't you, glad I am to see you. Isn't the country wonderful this time of year? So much better than the city with all that, burning and dying. You know.
Oh, I love you, Tomy. Are you following me around? Well, maybe just a little. After all, it's not like there's enough employers alive right now that I have them beating down my door, anyway, I didn't have to chase you much. Seems like Lord Nasher wants to get rid of all the cultists who started this fight. I say good for him. Just goes to show you that not all old people are useless and should be killed, you know? So you were conscripted. I've already been paid by Miss Arabeth. And good coin, too, I might add. You'd think this Nasher fellow belched gold at will. I was just told that I'm supposed to help out whenever I can. How sweet and unspecific is that? I don't suppose you actually want something, do you? Do you have any information on the cult? Nothing more than anyone, no. You asked me, though. Luskin's the place to look. Luskin? Oh, aye, the city has pirates and thieves galore. Anyone with any kind of bad reputation is more than welcome there. I assure you. Been there a few times myself. What better place for a frog to hide than amongst toads? Not that I've any evidence to back that up or anything. I don't need anything right now. Besides a bath? Okay, yeah. I have weapons. And I will stab you with them. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to all of the...
It is a pleasure to see you again, though not altogether unexpected. I had heard that Arabeth recruited you to stamp out the foul cult that was responsible for the plague.
I'm surprised to see you here, Dalen. I know we went our separate ways, but it seems the gods have seen fit to bring us together once more. After we parted ways in Neverwinter, I returned to the trade of blades to offer my skills for hire. It was there I was approached by Lady Arabeth on behalf of Lord Nasher himself. It seems Lord Nasher is determined to root out the cult. He has ordered all the mercenaries in Neverwinter to come to Port Lass to join the search. So you were conscripted? When Arabeth recruited the mercenaries, we were all paid in advance for our services. Well paid. Lord Nasher is sparing no expense in tracking down these cultists. Our instructions were simple, to make ourselves available to whomever requires our assistance. So in that spirit, is there anything I can do for you? Do you have any information? I've heard nothing of the cult, though many suspect as I do that answers might be found in the city of Luskin. I don't need anything right now. I'm not going to talk to any of these other guys. We'll get to them eventually. I just wanted to see if he said anything different, you know, about information cult-wise. First, we're going to open this chest. And who should I take? I think I'm going to take Tomy.
Well, now, if it isn't you, glad I am to see you. Isn't the country wonderful?
Could use a good rogue, alright. Talk to Aaron Gend.
Hail, friend. You were instrumental in ridding Neverwinter of the wailing death, I understand. Allow me to congratulate you on a job well done.
Continue congratulating me.
You have shown yourself to be possessed of remarkable courage and resourcefulness. That is fortuitous, for both these qualities will be needed if you are to complete your mission. But that is not how we should begin. I am known as Aaron Gend, and I have served our Lord Nasher for some time. Hopefully, I may be of similar use to you now.
Well, how exactly can you help me?
My place lies in the shadows. I have many eyes and ears throughout the northern lands. And it is my place to inform Lord Nasher where the Vipers lay in wait.
Translation. I am an NPC. I'm going to sit my fat ass inside this barracks while you go out and do all the hard work.
If only I had foreseen the actions of this cult, I could have prevented the disaster. But these men move skillfully out of my sight and hearing. Instead of recriminating myself for my failure, I must do what I can to repair the damage. And that is to offer what information I have to you, so that you may find where this new nest of vipers hides.
Good attitude.
Arabeth has informed you of where you must search, yes? She has told you of how you may root out these fiends?
Well, she told me that you would tell me. Why do I gotta go? Yeah.
Unearthing the cult will not be a simple task. What few whispers I have collected, however, have allowed me to narrow your search to this region.
Okay.
It is vital that the cult's exact location be found, and that we are certain any leads we discover are not attempts at deception. Erebeth will not be satisfied until we find at least 2 separate leads that point to the same locale. That is your task. I do know of one possible lead for you. There has been strange news regarding a series of caves that lie north of Port Last. Investigation may reveal the cult to be hidden there.
Oh, okay.
If not, there are other avenues for you to investigate. The city of Luskan to the north, Neverwinter